What's going on, family, friends? Vincent Jr. here. Pumped and excited to be with you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about how you can design your perfect life or lifestyle, however you want to put it. Because all of us, we have these visions, we have these goals, we have these dreams to have this lifestyle of maybe whatever your lifestyle is. But mine is here. Let me just kind of share with you. My lifestyle is, I want to wake up when I want to go to sleep when I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Essentially, that's what everybody in this life wants. They want freedom, right? You want freedom probably at the end of the day, but a lot of people don't know how to get clear on how to make that happen. They don't know how it's going to be a reality because they've done the standard natural life. Everybody says you gotta basically go to school, you gotta get a job, and you gotta find out what you're good at in school and make that job a reality. And so to me, when I was, seeing people go through this life, they're literally going to college, they're going to school for all these years, right? And they ended up getting a job that was paying them $30,000 to $50,000 a year, and they had no freedom, and they had to be basically a slave to somebody's, orders every single day. So as I was kind of growing, through my entrepreneur dream and just in life in general, what I was seeing to myself is that doesn't seem like a very fun life. That doesn't seem like a perfect lifestyle that I would ever want. You know what I mean? And so, for those of you guys who are here right now with us, we have a small group tonight. Literally just shot this out about a couple hours ago. But there'll be a lot of replays. You guys can share this replay with others. If you're with us live, go ahead and shoot over where you're from over here in the chat. I don't think the chat's coming through for some of you guys. But let us know where you're from, what your name is. I want some feedback. Just kind of shoot me some questions as we go along this little Webby that we're going to be doing with you guys today. But at the end of the day, the perfect life really for me is waking up when I want, doing what I want, and hanging with who I want, and doing stuff with my family when I want, doing the fun stuff like golfing when I want, riding my motorcycle when I want. So what I want you guys to really do today is visualize what your perfect life looks like. All right, so I'm going to actually go to my computer screen really quick. And let's kind of draw this out together. Grab your notes, grab a pen and paper, grab your phone, whatever it may be, to write some notes down. But this is just going to be super casual. Basically, we're going to kind of map this out for you guys tonight, how you can make this a reality, what your perfect life is. All right. And so basically, number one is, what is the vision? What does your perfect life look like? All right. What does it look like? You got to start thinking about that right now. What does your perfect life look like? When I thought about it, I wanted to literally wake up when I wanted. I wanted to go to sleep when I wanted. I wanted to hang with my family when I wanted. I wanted to hang with my friends when I wanted. I wanted to literally be able to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. All right, so that's kind of a general thing, but when I was looking for my perfect lifestyle, as far as material possessions, because it's okay to do material possessions, I wanted a nice home on a golf course. All right, this is what I started visualizing. Literally, I don't know. Let's see. I've been at this house for 2.5 years. I think I probably started visualizing it 2.5, 3 years before I actually accomplished it. The reason I wanted a nice home on a golf course is because usually golf course communities, have people that have a sense of direction. They're usually people who, have been through different lifestyle situations where they're kind of just relaxed and chilled. And I love golfing, so I wanted to be able to literally walk outside of my home onto a golf course and be able to go play. So essentially, that's what I visualized, a nice home on a golf course. And so it took me about 2.5 years of literally seeing that to make that come into fruition. The people that I live around now, they're doctors, lawyers, they're just people of, I guess they had to go through a grind, for years. I'm 29 years old. They just got into this neighborhood about 45, 50 years old, and so the reality is, and upwards of 65, 70 years old. So the reality is I wanted it faster, and I wanted it quicker, and I wanted to get there more efficiently. You know what I'm saying? So a nice home on a golf course is one of the things I visualized. So what I want you guys to think about is, maybe yours isn't a nice home on a golf course. Maybe yours is a nice home on the beach. I don't know. Or maybe it's not even a nice home. Maybe you want like a mobile home, a nice mobile home to travel the world. It's really, some people don't even care about a home. Some people literally just want to travel the world. You know, I've had people, you know, literally their entire vision, their perfect life is literally going from country to country every month. That is something a lot of people want to do. All right. So what I've told them to do is literally, you know, go, I wouldn't say, you know, the old school thing, which works really, really great is, you know, grab a poster board and put all these things on there and put it, you know, where you can see it. But, you know, my recommendation is, you know, put these notes, right, that you're going to be writing down what your perfect life looks like. Put it in your phone. Put it on your, oh, hold on really quick. Put it on your computer desktop. Put it on sticky notes. I literally did this sticky note thing with one of my last affiliates, and she captured everything she wanted in her life. Put on sticky notes everywhere. This is one of the most important things that I've taught people to do that most all of them end up capturing it unless they just give up, right? But if there's somebody that goes after the dreams, they're going to make it happen. Sticky notes everywhere. Literally, I'm talking about, you know, put them in your bathroom, put them in the kitchen, put them in the car, literally everywhere. All right. If you're not a person that can stick with a vision, see, the reality is if you know, want a perfect lifestyle, you got to see the vision and you got to feel it every single day. All right. So literally your perfect life, it has to be like ingrained, embedded, put inside of you to where literally every single day you're breathing that. Okay. So that's really, you know, my main goal, literally, as I started growing my family, was to have a nice home on a golf course. And that's all I really cared about. And still to this day, that's really all I care about. I don't care about a lot of other stuff that a lot of people care about. All right. You know, after I got the material things, then it was really about figuring out how I could duplicate the whole process. Right. There's a lot of stuff that I still want material possession wise, but you get to a certain point where if you just only focus on material possessions, then I promise you, it won't, this leverage, this life that I'm about to teach you, how you can capture all this, it's just not a reality. It's just not possible. You can't do all this stuff on your own. For me to get, you know, my nice home, this is my vision, nice home on the golf course, I had to help a lot of people get what they wanted in life, okay? And really, that's all there is to it, okay? So what does your perfect life look like? I want you to write this down. I want you to write a few down right now. And then I want you to, you know, over this weekend, I want you to just really just paint it, like seal it like you're putting concrete down, pour it down and get that stuff going all over the place. All right. You know, I'm a visual person to where I didn't need the sticky note approach to capture my vision. But I did, you know, I put stuff on my desktop. I put stuff on my cell phone, all the things I've wanted, you know, I digitally put it on things, but a lot of people need it, you know, in writing, they need it right there in front of them. Okay. So what does your perfect life look like? All right. So let me just go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. All right. So that's the main question at hand. What does your perfect life look like? You have to see it first. You know, the Bible says without the vision, the people perish. All right. Any leader who doesn't believe in the Bible will also say without the vision, you're never going to have it happen. So it doesn't matter. You have to have the vision. If you don't have the vision, you're never going to capture it. That's really all there is to it. We're sponges to our reality, right? Our mind, if we don't believe it's possible, our mind, it won't ever happen. You have to absolutely believe this stuff is possible. And so, you know, the next thing really is believing it's possible. All right. Believing it's possible is everything. Okay. And how you believe it's possible when, you know, you've been bombarded over the head of, you know, college is the only way, school is the only way, job is the only way, you know, the standard lifestyle is the only way. You know, how do you believe it's possible? Well, what I've always done is I've plugged myself, immersed myself into the training of people who have what you want. All right. So all the people that have what I wanted, I always immersed themselves into whatever they were doing. Always. All right. So immerse yourselves in the people who have what you want. So whatever your vision may be, you know, find somebody that's got what you want and start learning exactly what they did to get there. Literally, if you do what people have done to get what they have, you will get what they have every single time. I don't even know if that makes sense. If you do what people have done to get what they have, you will get what they have every single time. I think you get the point. But the reality is that's all I've ever done. To design your perfect life, find somebody that has the perfect life that you want. If it's not necessarily, you know, materialistically the perfect life that they ever want, then, you know, the reality is at least if you can see their income level is to capture what you want, then that's something else that you can also follow as well. You know, Sue over here just gave a great example. She wants to go flying in her plane every weekend on nice sunny days. Now, flying a plane, for example, all right, let me just go ahead and write this down. So Sue gave a great example. Sue, example, she wants to go fly in her plane every weekend on nice sunny days. All right. How does she accomplish that? All right. Planes are expensive. Planes are expensive. Okay. You got to make money to make this happen. You got to have time freedom to be able to do this in the first place. So how does all that happen? All right. Money and time freedom. Okay. So anything that you want in life, you have to figure out how are you going to be able to create money in your life, more income, and time freedom. Most people cannot live off the average salary of, I think it's like $35,000 a year. It's not possible. Okay. Most people can't definitely do what they want, you know, to do the life that they want to live. Right. And so that's the reality of what's going on. Let me just look at this question. Affiliate, how does the online business work? All right. So Brandon Davis, just really quick, go to Brandon. All right. But for those of you guys who are on this webinar, don't worry about the SCNsystem.com. Brandon wanted to question or wanted to know something about a current business. Okay, so let's move along. Basically, Sue, that was a great example. If you guys want to go ahead and share what your ideal life looks like over on the right, go ahead and share it. If you're watching the replay, then don't, you won't be able to share it, but it's all good. So the reality is you guys are starting to get the idea. All right. What does your perfect life look like? All right. You have to see it. You have to actually write it down, right? This was mine, for example. All right. But maybe it's something else like Sue's, for example. And then you have to believe it's possible. All right. You got to follow people who have what you want. All right. And then you got to do what they got to do. So then we decided that, hey, look, to be able to do that, you got to have more income. All right. And you got to have time freedom. All right. Time freedom and income is a funny equation. Okay. How do you have more time freedom but make more money? All right. Most people don't know how to do that. To get more time freedom and make more money, most people get more jobs, right? But then they don't have any time freedom. So what do? All right. How do you make that happen? What is the reality? So I'm going to backtrack a little bit right up here and basically believing it's possible. So you have to find people who have what you want. Okay. And so here's a good example. I just want to show you something right here. Donald Trump, I don't necessarily believe everything that he says, right? I believe most of the stuff he says because it just is what it is. He's a factual guy and he makes things happen, but this is how you make it happen. Okay. So like we're talking about right here, time freedom and income. How do you do that? Leverage is what creates time freedom and income. All right. Donald Trump's advice here literally a few days back was leverage. Don't make deals without it. The art of the deal. So leverage, it really comes down to once you do the work. All right. So I'm going to write this down. Leverage is the way that you make this happen. Time freedom and income. Freedom and income is created by leverage. Boom. All right. Leverage comes down to putting in the work once and making money over and over and over again from that work. Okay. All right. So you have to figure this out. All right. We got some perfect lives coming over here. So my perfect life is waking up when I want, commuting about 10 feet to my computer when I want, traveling all when I want, enjoying God's earth all the time. Love that, Tracy. Scott says, my dream is to not work 60 hours a week and still make 100K. Scott, completely possible with leverage. Okay, so basically how this works, all right, let me just kind of draw this on a map for you. So let's say that you put in an amount of effort. So here you are over here, over on this side. All right, little stick figure. You're putting in all this time and work, working on something like a business or something that's going to leverage your time. You know, a lot of people, they will, you know, here's a good example. People will rent homes, right? And they'll rent the home out for, let's say, $2,000 a month. All right. And so for the rest of their time, you know, they're making $2,000 a month every time they rent that out to somebody. But they had to put in an investment of usually, you know, $80,000, you know, to get that investment started. All right. So how long is it going to take them to get the $2,000 a month back? Right. 80 divided by 2 is a long time. Was that 40 years or something crazy? So, or 40 months. So it takes a long time to get your money back when you do investments, but that's leverage. Okay. That's leverage. So you put in the work once, you put in the effort, you put in the money once, and you get people to rent the house, and there's maintenance and there's all kinds of stuff that comes along with it. But people have, you know, they're putting in, you know, the work on all these different homes around the world. You know, people are smart, you know, and they're doing stuff with their money, and they're making $2,000 here a month, and they're making another $2,000. But this is years and years and years and years of wealth built up for them to start making all this income. So that's leverage, though. I want you to understand what leverage does for you. You know, Donald Trump, back to his example, if we just talk about Donald Trump real quick, you know, here he is up here. Let's say that this is Donald. Oops, gotta go back here. Coming back. But here's old Donald up here living the dream, right? We think, you know, and then he's over here. He creates a golf course. All right. And then he creates a new, for example, he creates he's making everything, but a new hotel. And then over here, he's doing his TV show. And then over here, he's doing, who knows what, oh, he just came out with a designer line of couches and things like that and crazy stuff. And now he's putting in this work. He's putting in tons of money, right? Putting in tons of effort and all these distribution channels. And then these things are just, boom, spitting out money to a network of people who are buying into this stuff. That person goes and tells that person goes and tells that person about this awesome golf course. And that person goes and tells this person about this awesome golf course. And that person tells that person, and boom, this investment that he made is making him money over and over and over again. And then boom, let's say, for example, that this was his hotel right here. You know, he gets a few people to go in his hotel right here. And he's starting to make money. They're putting money into it, and he's making money from it. And that person enjoys their experience, and they go out and tell somebody. That person enjoys their experience. They go out and tell somebody. That person enjoys their experience, and they go out and tell somebody. And that person enjoys their experience. And you get the point, right? He's building a network underneath all of the assets that he's putting in. Okay, you know, these look a lot like a pyramid. You know, a lot of people, they want to say in business, you know, in things that people start up, you know, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a pyramid, whatever. But the reality is everything is built like a pyramid. So the bigger you can build your network, the bigger you can build your net worth. Okay. Even a church, for example, is started by, you know, a pastor or whatever, or an owner. And then the pastor brings or the owner brings some pastor in, and boom, you know, new people come in to the church, right? And those people enjoy the church, and they tell some more people. They tell a couple people, and this person tells a couple people, and this person tells a couple people, and that person tells a couple people, and these people are putting in their tithes. And as the church gets a little bigger, the pastor makes a little bit more money, and the pastor starts living his dream. You know, for example, like a Joel Osteen, and you know, these big guys on TV, they're making millions of dollars. So even a church looks like a pyramid. You know, boom, pyramid. All right, everything is designed in a pyramid for leverage. All right. So if you're smart, you look at pyramids like a smart person. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reality. Now, here's the unfortunate pyramid. Let me show you the pyramid that most people get trapped in. So this is a normal business. Okay. A normal business has a owner. All right. Then it has a CEO. All right. Then it has a president. Okay. And then it has, under the president, it has managers or something, whatever you want to call them. And under the managers, it has assistant managers. And then under the assistant managers is the big thing called employees, just straight up employees, right? Just like the workers, the worker bees, right? That make it all happen. And so to get to the top of this pyramid, right, you have to literally, the employees got to put in, you know, maybe 5-10 years. Maybe it's not even possible to get up there, maybe to get assistant manager. All right. Once you get assistant manager, maybe it's another 5-10 years or so to make that happen. To get manager, another 5-10 years or so. You may be making, you know, in most businesses, you're making it a manager position, probably like $50K a year, something like that, after about 15 years putting in the effort. All right. Then you got the president up there, that probably never going to happen. All right. CEO, probably never going to happen. And the owner, just raking in the dough, never going to happen. And you're never going to be the owner. So 50K a year, you know, is possible in most businesses, I would say. And you can get to that level. And then you have to, you know, literally, you can't wake up when you want. You can't do what you want. You can't literally have any freedom to do all those exciting things that brings us back to our vision in the first place, our perfect life. Our perfect life is never waking up to a time clock and going and doing what you don't want to do. It's never literally having to go to sleep because you know you have to wake up. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is you have to start visualizing and seeing these, this leverage. Okay. So Donald Trump's a great example. Leverage, don't make deals without it. So let me show you kind of what we do. Let me come back to my deal. So here's the bottom line. You got to find something that you can leverage. All right. So a lot of you guys are attracted to finding the leverage, finding a way that you can get more, right? More time freedom, but make more money. Okay. So you have more time freedom, but make more money. So how is that possible? Okay. A lot of people, they'll go on Google and they will search how to make more money. All right. And when you go to how to make more money, look, they have a example right up here on top for Google. Change jobs. This is the best way to boost your earnings. So changing jobs will literally put you right back in that corporation pyramid where you don't have time freedom. Okay. Request a raise, never going to happen usually. Freelance, blogging, coach, tutor. So what do? There's literally 1 billion results, 2,240,000,000 results. So what do? Right? What can you figure out to leverage? Okay. So what we leverage here in our network is a company called Vemma. So let me just kind of go back to my screen really quick. All right. So we can all agree that leverage is what we need, right? We need to be able to put in the work once and make that work for us over and over and over again as we build our networks, okay? So we have to introduce something to somebody, right? Like Donald Trump's good example was he introduces golf courses to somebody, he introduces his hotels to somebody. Those people go out and tell people, those people go out and tell people, those people go out and tell people, and he put in the work once and then boom, it just spreads like wildfire. All right. He makes great experiences that people want to come back to. Golf courses, awesome. Hotels, awesome. You know, then we talked about renters. You know, they go out there, they make big investments. Boom. Awesome. Okay. So what we do here at Vemma is literally we share healthy energy drinks with people. We share liquid nutrition and we share protein drinks with people as well. And we just basically make people feel better. Okay. The number one thing that people want to feel in life as they're going through life is they want to feel 100%, right? Everybody's like, oh, my back hurts. Oh, my knees hurt. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, whatever. Everybody's hurting as they're going through life because we're all eating crappy stuff. And so the cool thing that we do here in Vemma is we just provide something that tastes really good that helps people feel a whole lot better throughout the day. Period. End of story. Okay, so let me just show you really quick. I'm going to go to the slide. This was actually one of my favorite ones right here. It's our Healthy Energy Mojo. It's a mocha tasting drink. Tastes just like Starbucks, except it's got your full liquid vitamin in it. So you're getting your vitamin for the day, plus drinking something that tastes good, plus makes you feel amazing. So we leverage this. We introduce this into your lives once, and then you love it, and you just naturally, you can't help yourself but tell your friends about it. Right? Or you're going to watch our training. You're going to see how you can get people you don't even know excited about it. And you start making money over and over and over again as they go share it as well. Right? Because we introduce it to you, right? You get excited, you're pumped, you share with somebody else. and I make money off of that, you share with somebody else, I'll make money off of that. Or for example, if you go out there and share it, right? And they start sharing it, and they start sharing it, and they start sharing it, you make money off of all that. So you're leveraging this as your vehicle, right, to wealth. All right, there's leverage behind it. Because if I just introduced this to you and I made my commission and that was it, I'm gonna have to do that the rest of my life, and there's no leverage in it. All right, that's miserable. There's no time freedom in that. That's why sales, when you're just doing a direct sale, there's no time freedom in that either. Okay, it's got to have leverage to the sale. All right, you got to start building that network. All right, you got to be smart about it. You got to see what we're doing. All right, you got to see what smart people are doing. So even if you're not in this business or you're not excited about this business, understand you got to get in a business that you can leverage. Okay, that you can do some time leverage. All right, so let me go back to my screen right here. All right, boom. I'm just looking, cruising my classic car every day. Love that. All right, so boom. All right, so basically, let me just show you guys really quick. I'm going to go through this super fast, all right, because you can get back to the person who brought you here and they'll take you through this. And you can also go through this yourself at bimaflipbook.com. I'll put it in the comments over here, right? You can go through this yourself later. But basically, we have that vehicle where you introduce it to somebody once, and you can make money over and over and over again as people share the experience with others. Okay, so I'm going to just move past some of this stuff because we've talked about that a little bit and just kind of show you what we do. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Just going to show you these products really quick. So we have basically 3 essential products that everybody's using these days. All right, we have the liquid nutrition. Boom. So instead of taking your vitamins, take a good tasting liquid vitamin instead, right? So transfer your dollars from spending the medicine at the store you're buying, or not medicine, I'm sorry, your vitamins at the store you're buying, to buying this. So now you can share this with other people and earn money off of it. Boom. The wellness industry is $115 billion in annual sales industry. Okay. So you think you can tap in and leverage that? Yes, of course you can. We sell healthy energy drinks. Our energy drinks has half of what our liquid vitamin is in it. Plus, it's got all natural healthy caffeine in it as well. And it just makes you feel phenomenal throughout the day. And then we also, of course, oh, by the way, that's $12.5 billion in annual sales in the energy drink industry. Boom. Awesome. All right. And then we also have the weight management industry right here. All right. $61 billion in annual sales. I feel that we have the best tasting protein shakes on the planet. And then this is also our metabolism boosting drink right here that literally is the reason why I lost 40 pounds in about 90 days. All right. And I've kept it off since doing that as well, which is really the big key to it. And if you see these guys right here, Chris and Heidi Powell, search them. They're a celebrity TV transformation specialist. They're on all of our stuff. If you know them and somebody you introduce this to them knows them, boom, the sale is just done. Okay. And then right here is a cleanse, which is super awesome. Gets all the junk out of your body. All right. So basically, at the end of the day, here's, like I said, you can go to bimaflipbook.com, check all this. You can also check out our clinical studies at bima.com/science. We have millions of dollars invested in studies to literally prove that it boosts your immune system, increases antioxidant levels, and reduces the C-reactive protein. And then all the other stuff that everybody gets. I mean, it's unbelievable how amazing you feel when you start taking our nutrition. And here's all the different energy drinks that we have. We have orange tasting, more of an orangey kind of kick tasting right here. We have a tea flavor, then the mocha flavor. Then we have a zero sugar. And then we have the remix, which tastes kind of like a tropical flavor, which is super phenomenal and awesome. It's also the official drink of the Phoenix Suns, which is pretty cool. So if you go to the Phoenix Suns and watch basketball, you'll see Verve all over the place. We have a $2 million Verve lounge there as well, which is really cool. And then boom, there's Chris and Heidi Powell. And then the other awesome product that we just announced and just launched a few months ago, did like several million dollars in sales literally on its launch, is a vanilla protein drink in a can. It tastes kind of like melted vanilla ice cream. It's got 25 grams of protein. You can use this to help you lose weight. You can use this as a meal replacement if you're on the go. And it's just phenomenal. It tastes so good and it keeps you full, which is the crazy part. You know, a lot of people are worried about shakes. Do the shakes actually keep them full, right? And we also have some new products coming out as well. Sue just hit up over there that are very, very cool for the baby boomer market and just everybody in general. And then we also have an application and millions of dollars put into this application right here, where it literally tells you what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, when to work out, everything that you can follow step-by-step guide, and then even a guide for what to buy at the grocery store as well, which is really cool. So this app keeps you in line on what to do. Okay, so very, very cool there. And then other than that, massive, crazy transformations. We have $150 million, 250,000 square foot state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. Does 1,200 cans filled every 60 seconds. 1.5 million units filled every day. So literally this is our own distribution center, which is unreal. Most companies, they'll put it out, you know, outsource it to somewhere. You don't even know where it's coming from. You don't know what's inside of it. The guy behind it's called Yiming Wang. He's our chief scientific officer. He's got an MD and a PhD as well. And then it's a FDA inspected facility as well. All right, which is very cool. And then also we're able to sell this in over 54 countries around the world. Here I am in little Missouri over here, but basically I have people in over 40 countries around the world. So we are literally in Canada. We're down here in Mexico. We're down here in South America. We're over here in the Caribbean. We're in Iceland. We're in Africa. We're in India. We're all the way over here in Europe. All right. We're over here in Asia. We're over here in Australia, a lot of Australia as well. And then New Zealand. Somebody just signed up from New Zealand this week as well. So we're literally global. That's the exciting part. And our products are distributed all over the world. So you have no boundary, especially with the online world. My background with the online world is, you know, literally I have over 300,000 people around the world following what I do. You know, I teach them how to blow up their businesses. And, you know, naturally some people got involved with this business. We have over 2,000 people around the world in our company or in our downline right now, which is really very cool. So let me just show you how this kind of works. All right. I was doing the numbers the other day. This looks really ugly, but the reality is we're putting together a cool little chart for you guys to understand this. And I think you're going to love it. Okay. For those of you guys that are already in the business, and it's going to look very neat, very cool, all that good stuff that you guys want to see. But remember, we talked about earlier in the presentation, the pyramid. All right. So if you're smart, you realize that everything in life is a pyramid. The reality is, can you make it to the top? All right. Can you make more money than somebody else tells you that you're going to make? All right. And in our business, yes, you can. That's the exciting part about our business. Okay. So I was doing this, these potential numbers the other day. So I just want to first say, you know, results are basically up to you, how you build and you know, how efficiently you are at doing this. But I want to show you what could happen. All right, if just 2 other people get excited about sharing our products. Okay. This is the crazy part about how our compensation works. So if this is you right here and you start the business and you introduce this business into 2 people's lives, that's it. You're just one person introducing this business into 2 people's lives saying these products are phenomenal. Just try them, just taste them. You know, let me know what you think. You know, one of the things we teach people right out the gate is, hey, you know, your friends and family, you're going to want to get this into their hands because it tastes so dang good. All you got to do is say, hey, look, I just started this new business. I'm excited about these products that make me feel phenomenal. I want you to feel phenomenal as well. Do me a favor because you trust me. Hey, go ahead and order a month's worth supply of these products and tell me what you think about them. I just need your testimonial. All right. Help me out. All right. Boom. Then you got your 2 people. That's it. So if you do your part and get your 2 people and you teach these other people how to do the same thing, look, those 2 people that you brought into the business, they went and got their 2. Those people got their 2, and so on and so forth. You teach this down through your organization, which we are going to start teaching. All right. More often. That's how we literally went from me going in from myself to 2,000 people around the world is duplication. All right. Putting in the effort once and it duplicates out. So these people are just getting 2 people. This whole chart is only people getting 2 people. And here's how this all breaks down. In month 1, if you get your 2 people, you'll get about 240 volume into the company. All right. Volume turns into money. You'll see in a second. So month 1, hey, oh my gosh, you didn't make any money on this particular sale. We do have a way where when you do start this business, you can make, you know, instantly $700 to $1,400 in commissions. It just depends on where you start in this business. Okay. All right. Like out the gate, you know, there's people that have brought in 10 people into the business on our affiliate pack, which I'll talk about in a second. And you can literally make, you know, a few $1,000s. But I'm giving you the small example of what could happen if you just got started with about 48 drinks. Okay. Month 2, this still goes out. You make 20 bucks. All right. Month 3, you make 40 bucks. Month 4, you make 60 bucks. Month 5, you make 280. All right. Month 6, you make 560. All right, and check this out. It gets crazy. This is what happens. Most people only give businesses about 3 months. Okay. Donald Trump, those investments we were talking about, it takes most people 5, 10, 15, 20 years to get their investment back. Okay. In our business, you can start getting your investment back in as quickly as you really want. But at minimum, with you only inviting 2 people into this business and you teach your people to go get 2, at minimum, you start to get your investment back at month 6 and month 7. And this is monthly income. This isn't income that's just one time. This is going to happen next month and it's going to compound if you go out and get your 2 that help everybody else do the same. It's simple. All right. But check this out. Month 7, 1,020 every single month. Month 8, 2,280. Month 9, $4,540 per month. Month 10, $9,080 a month. $10,000 a month in month 10. Month 11, $18,000. So this is the big deal. All right. Most people only stick with the business for 3 months. Okay. You have to understand that if your income is to come out and be legacy tiled income, you're going to have to stick with the business for several months. All right. If you do anything else in life, it's going to be several years. All right. Month 12, $36,400 per month. This is monthly income. You have 8,190 people under you, and you only invited 2 people into the business. Okay. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen perfect every time. And then this could be small numbers or it could be over numbers. Okay. It just depends how your organization grows. But this is a good average for you to go off of, realizing that all you did was get your 2. You did your part, got your 2, and you helped everybody else just get 2 people into the business. Now I have guys that bring in, 200 people into the business, right? And there's guys in this business that this chart is small numbers to what they've actually done. They've brought in a few people in this business. They're making over $1 million a year just bringing in a few people into this business. It really just comes down to duplication and really that team atmosphere that you build. And I just want to show you real quick, team atmosphere that we build around here is unmatched in my opinion. Okay. Because we have a group, all right, right here, the Supercharged Network, where you can invite people in. We just started this group a few months ago. We have 18,627 members, where we keep everybody involved and active, engaged right here through Facebook. All right. So we have an exciting group where brand new people are coming in every day. People are shooting videos. They're excited. They're pumped up, and they're just ready to take on this leverage, right? To take on this new life, to literally capture that perfect life. So if you can give us, right, according to this chart, you can give us 12 months of consistent dedication. How would you like to live the rest of your life? $36,000 a month leverage. Okay. Remember, all these people don't come from you personally recruiting. All right. That's the exciting part about what we're doing around here. And these are these small numbers. Okay. These are not your upfront bonuses, your matching bonuses, your commissions. When you start making this kind of money down here, you get crazy matching bonuses or like crazy profit sharing. Like, for example, we've got a guy in my organization. He's got a $25,000 on top of his residual income matching bonus because of the amount of effort that he put in, the amount of, people that are drinking our awesome products. There's over does this business work? There's over 400,000 people consuming our products every single day. There's over 100,000 of us out here sharing the vision, sharing the value that we have here around the world. Okay. So basically, when you get back to the person who brings you here, okay, the minimum, what we just talked about, that chart right here, okay, the minimum order you can get started in this business if you want to start making money, let me just show you, is 120 qualification volume. You need to do 120 qualification volume per month. Okay. And that's products that you're going to be using every single day anyways. Okay. So what I recommend people get, just because started the transformation of my life, is I recommend you start with either this energy pack right here. It's going to cost you $129.95. Or what my favorite thing is to tell people about right here, if they want to start at minimum, is this $159 pack right here with our brand new protein shake and our awesome weight loss drink as well. Okay. So it's 120 qualification volume. All right. That's what you need to start this business at if you want to start earning money and get into this business. Okay. Now, what you want to be thinking about is we have these things called Frenzy bonuses and Premier Club bonus, where you can earn an extra $400 to $4,000 per month. And they're a big time bonus. All right. If you want to get those extra bonuses, you need to start with an affiliate pack. Okay. An affiliate pack right down here, as you can see, is going to cost you $499 to about $579. Now, depending on when you watch this, we're also coming out with a brand new affiliate pack as well. Okay. And you'll see that. And that new affiliate pack is $599. And that will be the only affiliate pack that you'll be able to purchase in the business. And every time you sell one of those, what's really cool, depending on when you, for example, depending on when you start this business, because when you start this business 2 months from now, if you see this replay, it's going to be a little bit different. But right now, every time you sell one of these, you earn a $100 commission. Boom. Okay. Every time you sell 3 of those in a week, you earn upwards of $700 commission. So if you sell 3 of these in a week, you get your money back. Okay. And I've done this several times. All right. You sell 6 of these in a week, you earn about $1,400 in commission. That's called a frenzy bonus. That's why you get so much more extra commission on top of the 100 is when you do that 3, that's a frenzy bonus. When you do that 6, that's another double frenzy bonus, and you get another share, which will get you upwards of $1,400 in commission. So you can get your money back super fast if you get this into people's lives quicker. And then, like I said, that power of 2 that we just talked about, this is on top of all that money that we just talked about. Okay. And so that's why I like to just talk about that first up there, is because the reality is, you know, if you start small, you can still grow this thing big. But if you start bigger, you can grow a little bit quicker. Okay. So, or income wise, you know what I'm saying? But these are just one-off sales, right? This is just happening one time. The money in the vision I want you guys to see is you can start creating $36,400 a month in income by just inviting 2 people into this business if you stick with the business for 12 months. A lot of people, like I said, they only stick with the business for 3 months, and they're like, oh my God, I'm only making like $40, $100, $200, you know, a month. And this is ridiculous. And I'm quitting, right? That's what most people say. And that's why they never succeed. That's why they never live the perfect life. That's why they have never created and designed their perfect life. Okay. But we just talked about examples where 12 months to get in this situation never is going to happen. Okay. So I'm excited to show you guys the new chart that we're creating for this as well. I mean, it'll be super simple for you guys to see and understand, but it's just exciting what you can create. Remember, you're only bringing in 2 people into this business. Okay. And this is, you know, imagine month 14, month 15, month 16. I mean, these numbers just get stupid, like double this, double that. I mean, we're talking 100, you know, there's people in the business that are making 6 figures a month because they believed in seeing the vision of these numbers happening in their life. Their first few months, they weren't making much, but they stuck with it. You know, some people do. Some people, you know, get to month 4 and they're just like, oh my gosh, $60 a month. You know, like if they just did this in particular, and they're just, then they kind of just use the products for a few months, and then month like, you know, 15, 17, 18, you know, 2 years from now, then they finally see the vision and they start growing their income to just crazy phenomenal numbers. So you guys got to understand that what we have here is all the leverage that you'd ever need. Just like Donald Trump says, leverage, don't make deals without it. So don't join a business without leverage. That's what Vemma provides. And that's what I was so excited about with Vemma, is that literally, you know, this doesn't just stop at this level. You know what I'm saying? It literally goes down forever. You can literally build an organization with millions of people over time. Vemma's only been around for 10 years. Okay, it's a brand new company essentially in our world, doing $200 million in sales every single year. You know, but there's companies doing billions in sales every single year with, you know, what we think obviously are inferior products. But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't care what business you do, as long as you're doing a business that's giving people hope, giving people an example of how they can change their life, you know. All right. So for those of you guys, you know, basically just get back to the person who brought you here. They'll take you to a full-on presentation that will show you step by step exactly how this happens. All right. But what I want you guys to understand today is, you know, maybe this is the first time that you've never seen a get rich quick scheme online. We're telling you 12 months. Give us 12 months. We can help you make a crazy amount of income. All right. Instead of 2 days. You know, most things are promising, you know, in 2 days you can make $1 billion. You know, if you want something that's going to be here for decades to come, you know, one of the main things a lot of people love is, hey, you get this into enough people's lives, you know, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, depending on how old you are. When you go off to heaven, you can pass this business down to your children and their children and their children. Okay. And so that's the exciting part. It's almost like you're building up some sort of retirement for them, right? Or some sort of like, plan for them to just move into, like with Donald Trump, he started all these hotels, he started all these golf courses. He's passing that on to his children already. They're working in the business. Their children will be taken care of. Their children will be taken care of. Literally, they're set. Their family's generational wealth is like set for decades and decades and decades to come because of his decision to go after a company that has massive leverage. We talked about how you can get into a leverage situation. Most companies, most situations, real estate, golf courses, homes, buying homes, selling, trading, flipping. You got to put in tens of thousands of dollars. Okay. To get started in this business properly, it's about $500, $600 after taxes and shipping. It's crazy, right? To be able to leverage a product that is phenomenal, that you're going to absolutely love. Another great thing about this product is 30-day money back guarantee. Grab a bunch of these products, drink them, test them, try them, taste them. If you don't like it, send it back, right? But the reality is I've never sold something that people just adore, like literally adore. I mean, in my life, I've been in the business for about 5 months now or so. The first couple months literally just took the products. I just wanted the actual products, all right? And then after they literally gave me more focus and energy and clarity and everything I was doing, I said, I got to dive into this business. Have to dive in this business because I want this to be in your lives, right? And then I saw the leverage that could happen. And I was just like, this is crazy. Got to do it. And then I used the weight loss line, lost 40 pounds on the weight loss line. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make this happen. So we had a business last year that was doing upwards of $700,000 per month, right? And we were revamping it to do like a whole big, another opening and crazy, massive stuff. And, it was about to get crazy. We did a lot of cool things, but I just felt like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. All right. Healthy energy was something I've always been into. I've been ADD my whole life. So, doctors, they want to feed me these Adderalls and these Vyvanse and these pills. And I've always found healthy alternatives to being able to overcome that. I'm not perfect. My ADD is not perfect, right? Or my focus isn't. Nobody's is going to be perfect. But I'm telling you, this helps big time with staying focused, staying in the zone. And that's really what it's all about. If you can stay consistent over the course of, several months, right? Even several years, it just depends on how much you can stay consistent in your business. All right. And so at the end of the day, get excited, get pumped, get back to the person who brought you here. They're going to give you more information. We have a full-on sales system for you guys where you can literally just plug people in. As far as making it happen, as far as getting this product in front of people's lives, like I said in the beginning, if you just get 2 people on this and you teach people to do that, that's really all there is to it. Okay. It's it. You're going to be excited about sharing this with your friends and family. A lot of people say, well, I've already burnt my friends and family's bridge. Well, that's fine. But the reality is they've never tried anything like this, for one. And then 2, you don't have to have friends and family in the business. Okay. Always when I start a business though, I always end up having some friends and family join me, but they don't stay in it usually. They'll go out and tell somebody and they stay in it. Or they'll just keep drinking the product and they don't build, which is fine. Okay. So you guys got to understand that what we have though, I have, several 100,000 people around the world seeing what I do. They've invested in what I've done. They've done stuff, what I do. And, we have 2,000 people in this organization. And I think maybe like 5 of them are my family. So that's it. So you guys got to realize that right out the gate though, hey, ask your family and friends, boom, will you support me in this business? All right. Of course, they're your family. Say, I don't even want you to stay in it. Just give me, a month of your time. For those of you guys who are in other businesses, this is a great example of how to get started. Just get a month's worth of these products and let me know what you think. I need your testimonial. Of course, they're going to support you. You know what I mean? And then you can leverage their testimonial because these products are going to make them feel phenomenal. And then boom, hey, they stay on these products the rest of their life. Boom, you're going to get paid the rest of your life. You know what I mean? So that's the reality of what we have here. Leverage, leverage, leverage for that perfect life. Everything you've ever done in life and everything you do this point forward, figure out if it's got leverage. All right. I didn't even tell you guys my past businesses. I've always had leverage in my businesses. Okay. Like my first business, I leveraged myself. I duplicated myself. I did an online membership that was $37 a month. And I put videos out there and I put sales presentations out there that my videos played over and over 24/7 around the clock, leveraging myself to generate sales. Okay. I didn't have to do a presentation every single second of the day. A lot of you guys will be watching this replay. I'm not even there watching that replay, right? If you're on the replay, I'm not even there present but this thing's still making sales around the clock. You better believe that people from this presentation are going to wake up and get joined in this business tonight and every single time this replay gets watched, right? Because the reality is, this is the way that you can start living that perfect life. That's what people see when they see this opportunity. That's what people see when they join this business. So all you got to do is plug people in. All right. And so other than that, I mean, that's really the way that we can do it. We don't expect you to become a perfect sales presenter out the gate. Use us. Okay. Use us. Use your upline. Use your leader. Use the person who got you into this business. Okay. Because if they got you into this business, then of course they can help you get other people into this business. All right. So 12 months of your life, dedicated, consistent, you can earn upwards of $36,400 per month, residual money. Okay. With only bringing in 2 people. All right. So I want you guys to tick onto that. That's the crazy part about leverage. All right. But of course we say bring in more people. I mean, bring in 20, 30, 40, 50, however many you can. All right. And see what happens. You know, teach people how to duplicate that process. All right. And we help you learn that process. We have an online system where you can literally work. For me, I've never done the home events and never done the home meetings. But, you know, if you want to do that, more power to you. You know, that's what our company was built off of, home meetings and home events. So I don't say don't do it. You know, I've had people over that tried it, that got started on the product naturally. But the reality is I don't go out there and say you have to do them. Right? We teach you guys how to literally sit behind a computer screen and plug people into online presentations. You know, I got people right now hitting me up wanting to get started in the business. We had 2 people get started just in my personal get started tonight. You know, that means that there's going to be, you know, several 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people that could get started today. Okay. In the business. That's the exciting part. It's all about leveraging your time. All right. So let me put a number down really quick for you guys. Let me go back to my doc one more time. For those of you guys who if any reason you don't know who invited you to this presentation or replay, let me give you my number really quick and we'll figure out who it is. All right. So boom, let me go ahead and zoom in. All right. 2 ways to get a hold of us. 816-786. Oh, I'm sorry. Not that one. 868-4529. Write that number down if you have any questions. Okay. Here's the cool part about the business. Somebody asked me a question. I answer it. You make the sale, right? Because it's your person you brought in, but I still make money because of the leverage that we just talked about. All right. That's the same thing that's going to happen to you. And then I believe info@superchargednetwork.com. Get you that. And let me, just in case that doesn't work, Vincent Jr. @Supercharged. If you have any questions, hit me up. Feel free to hit me up, because the reality is, you know, that's really all there is to it. I mean, if you don't have a company that you get started in that's not going to help you out the gate, then what's the point, right? Because the reality is, you know, none of this stuff happened overnight. You know, none of my success happened overnight. Anything that I didn't happen overnight. You know, it really happens with you plugging in, staying consistent, doing what the people do that have what you want, and naturally you're going to get what they have, you know, every single time. It's just all there is to it. There's no like science to it. There's no luck to it. You know, a lot of people say, oh, that person's so lucky. You know, there is 0.001% of the planet who do get lucky, like the Kardashians and all this reality TV nonsense, right? But those people are lucky. 99.999% of the planet have to stay consistent. They have to work towards their dreams. Okay. And so when you build a team, it's really rewarding. I mean, you see people's lives transform in front of your eyes. You see people's health transform right in front of your eyes. I mean, I've seen literally thousands of people drop weight with our products. I've seen thousands of people feel great, right? Every single day they're posting videos. They're so excited. I've seen thousands of people, you know, start to generate a new lifestyle for themselves, you know? And so the reality is, you know, I'm telling you, once you start really ingraining yourself and embodying yourself in this process of, you know, building a network, right? Building a team, you're going to just love it. All right. Some people don't like team building. Some people don't like networking, but if you plug them into our group, I promise you will take care of them, or we will take care of them for you. All right. So don't worry about that. You know, a lot of people say, well, I don't have time, but you know, what if I bring people to you guys, right? Well, get yourself a position, start bringing people in. That person who brought you in is going to help you out. Okay. Because it's in their best interest. There's leverage to that. All right. We got madness going on over here. I think somebody's burning stuff in the kitchen. But that's the beauty of a home business. All right. You can literally get done with your work. I'm going to get off of this thing and I can just literally walk 5 steps out the door and go eat, you know? And so that's the nice thing about what we teach you guys around here is leveraging your time, leveraging yourself, right? We leverage everything around here. We leverage these products. We leverage replays just like this. You know, if you're watching the replay, if you're live with us, we're still leveraging technology where we can have hundreds of people around the world on a webinar with us. And so it's just exciting times for you guys to be a part of what we're doing around here. All right. So much love. Have a beautiful day. Lots of stuff in store in the future. Like I said, it's exciting times around here. I mean, we're literally going to wrap this thing and mold this thing around helping you create that perfect life. All right. This is just a vehicle to get you towards those dreams. This is the vehicle to get to those goals achieved that you guys were talking about in the beginning of this webinar that we talked about how you can make that happen. So got to have the vision. Right? Gotta have the vehicle, right? We have the vehicle. Gotta follow the people that have what you want, right? You just gotta go make it happen. You gotta stick with it. We saw how most people, they're gonna quit in the 3rd month. But if you're not the person that quits in the 3rd month, then you can have the massive financial rewards that come along with that. Okay? And the investment is tiny here. $500 to get started properly. You can get started as minimal of $130. So it's really comes down to the fact of the matter, how bad do you want it? And are you going to wake up tomorrow in the same position that you are today? All right. And that's what I always tell people. Look, if you don't have a new reality that can happen when you wake up tomorrow, you're going to have the exact same life that you just had today. And that's no good. Right. We have to grow. Humans have to grow. We have to aspire and achieve to feel accomplished. Okay. And so that's what we'll help you guys do around here. And it's so much more beyond all that. We're literally like a family around here. You know, if you need help, if you need assistance, you need guidance, let us know, reach out, and we'll have an awesome 2015 and beyond. Much love. Thank you so much for your time tonight. You could have been doing anything else but being here with this on this webinar with me. And for that, I mainly appreciate you just on that regard. And other than that, have a beautiful night. All right. Bye.